Once upon a time, two boys grew up playing hockey in the village of Terrace, British Columbia. One of them went on to play in the National Hockey League. The other became a comedian. Now, one flies planes and coaches youth hockey. The other is still a comedian and owns news skates. This is their podcast, Enjoying Orange Slices with Jeff and Ian.
Well, let's go to Mexico because it's the three amigos. Welcome to Enjoying Orange Slices. My name's Ian. His is Jeff. And sometimes it's Millard. But today sometimes. Here. Today sometimes. I like it. You're supposed to be. How come did you already skate?
No, didn't have to skate today. Or didn't skate today.
How often are you in net with the Vegas Golden Knights at practice?
They're on the road right now, so haven't done that a lot lately, but it goes in spurts. It's fun. Most times it's mop-up duty at the end of practice that I get to do it, and I love it, and I hope it never ends. It's my favorite.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. How exciting is that?
It's awesome. It's cool. You get to be inside the glass, and you get to build some confidence.
I get to go in the fishbowl.
The hockey community by building confidence. That's what I do, right, Sharples?
Well, you take shots from 10-year-olds all the way up to 30-some-year-old pros. Yeah. So
I thought you were going to give your age. I thought you were going to give your age, Jeff.
Just as happy.
Yeah, I guess up to the elderly gentleman. That's right, because I shoot the puck on them too. So no, Sharples, that's how Millard gives back. What's that?
Sharples has a rocket. And
that
that might be the most truthful thing I've said on this podcast. He has an absolute rocket.
Huh. All right. Enjoy that, Jeff. Take that. Yeah,
walk around and the most complimentary. And you know what? I was thinking that's true because Lord Bagg can't comment on the way, and I appreciate that, Millard, but Lord Bagg could never comment on the way I shoot the puck because he's always, when he does come out, he's down at the other end, skating around.
Flipping pucks.
That's because I'm
so the empty net.
I'm so scared of your shot. I go down the other end.
You know what my favorite was? We were out there. So Randy has been coming out a little bit to help out. Yeah, Randy's been out. Randy's awesome. So we get out there and we got the younger kids first, and he's out there with me. And then the high school kids come out, and he disappears. I'm like, where is he? And he's way over on the other end of the rink talking. He was talking with Kenny, and the guy that runs Kenny Brooks, awesome guy, runs the rink. Family owns the rink, or one of the rinks in town here. And I said to Randy, I kept waiting for him to come back out. He said, as soon as those kids came out and the first couple shots went over the net, he was ripping it off the crossbar of the glass. He was out of there. He's like, there is no way one of these kids is taking me down. So it's
you know where the safest place to be? Tell them next time, safest place to be, go stand in the middle of the net.
Yeah, go stand where Millard does.
Because nobody wants to hit the net. No, everybody wants to hit the crossbar or the glass.
They're against hitting the net.
Did we talk about this a couple weeks ago? And they want to work on the Michigan. Yeah, they want to do everything that might happen once in a million on the ice. Yeah. They want to work on that. So we there's two things we talk about before every practice, or everything. We always talk about moving their feet, number one, and number two, we talk about hitting the net. And they do a pretty good job of moving their feet. We're still working on the hitting the net part.
But you can't
and the
expect. Net. Look at Pacioretty doesn't hit the net.
Okay, but think about this, Lord Bagg. What was that? I missed that.
Nothing. It was just stupid.
He just can't let it go.
I can't let it go. I can't let go. How many shots Pacioretty gets on the net?
Oh,
you trying to adjust your seat there or what?
Yeah, I'm falling down.
Okay, my God.
In the history of the game, do you know how many times they've moved the location of the net? Never.
What?
People still miss it, and people.
Still they've never moved it, right? Yeah,
never moved. Never moved.
They talk about
right in the middle, right in the middle of the rink.
Yeah.
They talk about goalies not wearing a mask at some point, right? But at some point they didn't have netting or glass behind the net. How many people were taking pucks to the head back then?
None. The puck wasn't elevated. There's no
Oh, I
curved
forgot.
sticks.
I forget.
Yeah, the curved stick changed a lot. Well, pretty
Yeah.
much everything, right? So
It's very true. I'm dumb.
Back in the old the beginning of the game, there's no reason to. There was no forward pass. Heck, that wasn't even allowed. So
well, and people used to dress up to go to hockey games, not show up with their khaki shorts and their flip flops on too. So
watch a
that's
game in Toronto. There's still lots of suits there.
Yeah, I bet you Montreal probably, right? Some suits in Montreal.
Yeah.
Do you
don't
think
dress
hockey's
up.
the game that's changed the most over the years?
No, I think football's changed the most.
Yeah. Yeah, I would probably go hockey's changed a lot, which has been really good, but football's made a lot of changes too. Even though it still takes 3 hours to play 60 minutes in football or 3+, they've sped it up. Hockey's really sped it up. And I guess the NBA kind of does that, but the NBA is only 48 minutes, right? So
every game's a lot less physical than it used to be from a performance standpoint. But I would say football's changed the most with some rule changes, and baseball's adapted too.
Yep. Yeah, that pitch clock's made a huge difference for baseball. And it's just,
no shift,
I think it's
extra
all
innings with a runner on base, those kind of things. All good.
It's, you know what game hasn't changed at all? Soccer. It's the exact same game from day one.
Soccer's a game that you can play anywhere in the world.
Anytime.
Just get a field.
Yeah, it started with just a couple guys cutting a guy's head off and just kicking it around.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
Bobby, you're going to be person left. The ultimate drafting of the road hockey teams, and that one person left. And what are we going to do with them? I got an idea.
You're the puck, buddy. Oh my God.
Sharples doesn't get us sometimes.
Yeah.
No, I get you guys all the time. I just let you guys go. Like I'm not going to get in there and compete with two guys that speak for a living. Come on. And then Lord Bagg, he's had enough. He just left.
I don't understand this. People on this podcast just get up and leave. You do it sometimes, Sharples. Lord Bagg does it all the time. He doesn't even give us the 1 second, I'll be right back. He just gets up and leaves.
Well,
I'll tell you why. Because my dogs are dicks. That's why.
Do you do that when it's just the two of you?
Yes.
Yeah, he'll get up and leave. But then you know what I do? He leaves and I make sure I always have a beverage. Can't see my beverage. There it is.
So what do you do with the audience? Like the
audience lives
entertains itself.
Yeah. They live in the moment. They get up and they take their dogs out.
Yeah, they're like, okay, it's time to take a break.
Yeah.
You have a little slide that comes in. Dog break.
Dog pee time. We should sell bags. That's what we should do. We're talking about merchandise. Enjoying orange slices.
We should.
Yeah,
we should get some.
Themed doggy bags.
Yes.
Oh, well, when we grew up, you never used to clean up after your dog. Now you're like, I'm sure if you live in a certain part of the world where you don't have to worry about your neighbors, you don't. But now you got to clean up after them. Doggy bags they've come on strong in the last 15 to 20 years.
I think the world's a better place for it.
Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely. Shoes have thanked everybody.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, Millard, I was going to ask you, just came into my mind. So
your thought box.
Yep. Usually it's a suggestion box. Today it's got some thoughts. What are you doing? So tell everybody, because tonight the Golden Knights play, but TNT's got the broadcast. How does your day change when they're playing and you're not working?
It's a lot less stressful. I will still do the pregame show. So half an hour before the game. Well, it's the pregame show is always a half hour before the game. So we still do that and tee up the game. So our home audience can always find VGK content, because a national game, there's usually a doubleheader. They don't get the full tee up to the game lineups, combinations, feel around the team. So we still offer the audience that portion, and then I will either stay in the studio or I'll go home and watch the game. Or sometimes I'll go out to a establishment and watch the game.
Ooh.
And take it in from there. But still do the pregame show, and then I'll take my notes while I watch the game. So I'm a big note taker.
Yes, you are, and you like to sketch too.
Yeah.
Okay, so just let's just that's kind of something we never really touched on before. Is maybe because you're the face of the Golden Knights TV, well, one of the faces of the broadcast, because you're the host with the most. Just kind of run through Friday, the mighty Winnipeg Jets, which I'm really looking forward to this game. Winnipeg's coming in, Flats is coming in, but Winnipeg's on fire. They look fantastic. Just walk us through kind of what you would do, how you lead up by getting ready to go on TV. It's a 5:30 puck drop in Vegas on Friday, so you go on air at 5 with the Knights pregame show. Walk us through how that day looks to you.
I'll go to the rink at 7:30 in the morning, and I will have the rundown of the show, the pregame show, and I will print out all my various forms of information, stats, and rosters, and I will write the pregame show because I like to write it with my printing and have it in my head, and I'll do that for a couple of hours, and then I'll go for a coffee, and then I'll watch the pregame skate. There may not be a pregame skate that day because it's 5 o'clock start, but coming up Thanksgiving, I anticipate there will be. I'll watch the pregame skate at 11, visit with Bruce and the coaching staff and some of the players at 11:30, and go home, have a big nap, and then go to the
pregame nap.
And
I love it.
I that's why I go in early, so I can go home and have a nap, put on my suit, and then go to the rink, and I'm at the rink a couple hours before the game.
Do it again, but do it over. Do it again, but do it like you're singing 9 to 5.
That's a good song.
I get up in the morning, I have a cup of coffee. I write my notes and go to morning skate.
Tap along with that.
Yeah,
I like it. And then the chorus comes back again, and all the now that you've been through it once, all the words flood back, and you're just in the car.
Yeah,
going.
We're beating them 9 to 5.
Yeah, what a way to make a living.
How can you not love Dolly?
I love it. Are you doing radio that night, Jeff?
I am not sure what I'm doing yet. I think that's a game time decision.
Oh,
I can tell you.
I'm part of something on Friday.
I can tell you.
You want to break it live?
Do you want to
break it live? We got breaking news.
You're with me.
Game 5, breaking news.
You're with me on Friday.
I'm with Millard on Friday.
Yeah,
so there you go.
On the desk.
I'm on the desk. Yeah. So hey, make sure.
Are you guys in the building? Will you be in the building?
Pre-game, intermissions, and post-game in the building on Friday.
Nice. Yeah. Love it. If you're going to the game, drop by and wave at them.
Oh, you got to tell the story. This is awesome. I don't know if we told this story before, but when I did the last preseason game, this lady and her daughter showed up, and they had.
Oh, yeah. She came back. She came back for the game that she was talking about.
So she comes up and she's waving over, and I'm like, I know she doesn't want me, but she's wearing a Seattle Thunderbirds shirt, right?
Yeah.
And she goes, "Hey, I need."
You're
to
closest
talk
to her. You're closest to her.
Yeah, I'm closest to her, and I'm looking, and she goes, "Hey, I need to talk to him because you won't be here."
That's funny.
She didn't. Obviously, so she didn't recognize Sharples. Yeah.
She goes, "I need to talk to him because the next game, the game I'm coming back, you won't be here."
That's funny. You're getting canned.
So I was hoping and praying that the game that she was talking about, she was coming back to with her daughter, her family, that I was going to be up there, even if I wasn't on, just up visiting with Millard and everyone up in 117. That is the coolest place in the world, where the pregame show at T-Mobile goes from the intermission report. It's awesome, and I'm excited. We'll see Flats. Wade Flaherty is the goalie coach with the Jets, who we grew up with, great buddy of ours. He's coming in. I'm probably late tonight, but he'll be in here for Thanksgiving Day. So we'll get together with him, and then we'll get to watch the best team against the best team at home, the Jets and the Knights.
Two first place teams.
Hey, I was looking at their stats. Winnipeg's stats are incredible. First or second in the league in goals for per game, and first or second in the league. I think they're first in the league in goals for and second in the league in goals against. Or I might have those mixed up, but that's a pretty good combination. So
they're doing okay.
Yeah, they look phenomenal. So
they're
both
so
teams,
I can't lie. I'm a little jealous of both you guys getting to the day after Thanksgiving, going Winnipeg Jets, Vegas Golden Knights. I won't be coming in tonight. I want to go to the game. Got to go to San Diego, make money for my family, so the dogs can eat and be dicks.
Yeah, you had two chances to see Flats.
Blew it, both of them. Hey, what are you guys doing?
Screw that up.
Because I like to work. Unlike you, I don't sit in bed and come up with a cup of ambition, get myself. I have to work. I have to do shows the day before Thanksgiving. Terrible, right?
Do you get extra pay because it's holiday pay?
It's sold out immediately. Like the day before Thanksgiving is insane. And we up the tickets price, and it was crazy. It's a good day.
Did you really up the ticket price?
Not you. You're not like
me,
that.
Not me. I lowered them, but they upped them.
I said, I'm not going to San Diego unless you lower the prices. And they said, okay, we'll lower your price, but we're going to jam them.
We'll lower your price, but we'll up ours.
Now, I got to ask you, are you gonna go down early? Is the traffic gonna be crazy, or how's that work?
When you say
coming
early,
home it won't be, but
it might be worse coming back because people that they travel all night, right? So, but I have a 6:30 show and a 9:30 show. So today. So I'll be leaving fairly about 4:35. I think it'll take me that long to get down there. So Escondido, I have to take the turn.
Yeah. Are you nervous about the turn?
What's that?
Are you nervous about the turn?
Yeah, I am, because that's where it plugs up. Just horrible traffic right there.
I wonder why. Is there something else coming in there? It's crazy right there.
That's just where San Diego really just jams it right there, because you're just before it's just after, it's just around the where the Marine base is, and I don't know what it is.
Pendleton?
Yeah.
Camp Pendleton?
Yeah, it's right there. But hey, I'm coming into Vegas December 8th, Monday, to do Mondays Dark at the Palms. Are you guys around?
I'll check my schedule.
Everybody look confused.
Yeah, I'll check my schedule too.
I should be.
We can all go down to the Palms, and maybe there'll be a girl in tight pants doing an upside down twist with a bow and arrow. That'd be fantastic.
That'd be awesome. December 8th.
Maybe there'll be another girl dressed identical holding a board for her to shoot the arrow at.
Right by my head. It was insane.
I don't know how you pulled that off following those two. That was that for the 9th year? Mark had this Mark Chinook. Monday's Dark is had their this is the 11th anniversary of Monday's Dark. Mark Chinook, who does the in-house PA, or what? Millard, how would you explain that position?
He's the
what's the professional
host.
in arena host? Mark's awesome. So
how would you describe that position?
Because
he's inside the building. He's a host.
His family has history doing that.
You know, my wife used to do that for the Toronto Maple Leafs.
No way.
There you go.
Yep. I had no idea your wife was circus people.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome. I like how everybody was fired up.
I can't say anything else or I'm going to get in trouble.
That's awesome. I
have like 15 lines standing by and I can't say any of them.
No, that's terrible.
Now you're living in my world now. You live in my world. We're going to talk about we'll talk about Jen more often, then that way you'll be G-rated.
So you're coming in from Monday's Dark for the anniversary show.
Yes, and then I'll be back in February Super Bowl weekend for 4 shows.
And then are you going to be around here on a Sunday?
You can buy the full seat, but you're only going to need the edge.
Do you do a full show for that December?
Tacoma. What's that?
That December 8th show? Do you do a full show, or do you just like
7
pop
minutes? I
in
think.
and
Yeah, 7 minutes.
that's it?
Yeah, I don't even know what I say. I go, "Hello, Vegas. Congratulations. Good night."
That's nothing for you.
Well, everybody does that kind
Mallard,
of.
you got to come down to this thing. It's on. Like,
It's a good night.
2 hours of straight. Like, you've got people from Absinthe, you got people from Cirque du Soleil, you've got the arrow shooters. Hopefully they're back this year. You've got
every show in Vegas you got somebody from.
Yeah, and you've got everything. It's awesome. It's a great night. And Mark Chinook, I mean, he raises how Monday's Dark works, and we should have Mark on actually one time. He can explain it. But every Monday, usually at his location, just behind the strip there, they get in, and whatever nonprofit it is, they bring in acts to raise $10,000 for the nonprofit. So, I mean, we're talking that millions of dollars that Mark's helped and his wife have helped raise for the local community. So it's
a great
pretty
facility.
amazing. What's that?
It's a great facility.
Oh, it is, and it's not always at the Palms. It's the year-end parties at the Palms. He's got.
I'm usually at the home location at the space.
Oh yeah, at the space. Yeah, the space. And here's another one. Mark, his tie into hockey. His dad owned, or might still own, I don't know, but he owned the Sault Ste. What was it? The Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds. Yeah. Pretty cool.
Which is also his favorite.
The most famous Sault Ste. Marie Greyhound that you know.
Did Gretz play there?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Guy named Gretzky.
I was going to go with Dan Cloutier, but if you want to go with Gretzky, go ahead.
Dan was a good goalie. Played.
He was violent.
Right.
He was
tough.
Well, he liked it. Yeah, he could throw him. Yeah,
he was violent. Yeah, he was mad. He wasn't a defenseman. Then he could fight more. He was awesome when he was in Vancouver. I loved him. Just snap every so often.
He'd make it
with the Rangers. He was with the Rangers. He challenged the Islanders bench to a fight.
Yeah, that's the guy right there.
Game, I think.
And he wasn't even playing. Yeah. He was backup goaltender and challenged the other bench.
One of the last birdcage guys.
Yeah.
Helmet and cage.
That's when you know a guy's nuts. That birdcage. Like that was a
We can give you better protection.
Yeah.
No, you don't want it? Okay.
What comes off
but you have to wear something.
Fight. Yeah.
You might not be far from the truth there.
What talking about being safer? Why the neck guard was in for goalies for a long time, and then it's
like
kind
the
of
dangler thing.
Yeah, like you
the
wear
dangler?
it. Yeah, like so. The plastic,
I don't know why you wouldn't wear it.
The plastic shield that comes down below your mask to protect taking one in the neck or even a skate coming up and grabbing
protection. There's better protection underneath now that guys wear around their neck, underneath their upper body stuff. So that has improved dramatically. But I still can't believe people don't wear the dangler, the plastic clear dangler lexicon.
Well, how about just even if you didn't like it, because it could maybe be cumbersome. I get that, but how about even a neck guard? Or is that kind of what you're saying? They're kind of wearing a pseudo neck guard now.
Yeah, they wear it underneath their gear, and it's all padded for the clavicle and the neck area. The old style like thing that you would drop down from your helmet, that guys would never wear that. That would get in the way the fashion police would flag that.
The fashion police. Yeah. They're very strong. The fashion police.
Guys don't like the clear one because it's too loud. They don't like the noise of it.
I might imagine if they're down looking for the puck too, as they're trying to come down. Plastic's not the most forgiving. It bends, but when they're down in a scramble looking for the puck.
How about the Mike Liute? How about the Mike Liute huge thing, like the huge mask that was like four masks put together?
Remember his Mr. Big commercial?
No.
Yeah.
With Gretzky.
Yeah.
What happened in it?
They shot on. Gretzky shot on him.
No
Because I
way.
tried to find it the other day and I couldn't.
You're trying to
It's just
scorn me? Good luck. I'm Mr. Big.
Basically, it was 1980, 81, right back when Lee was huge. Canada
was a-
Cups.
It was a great name too. Mike
Hey.
Lee.
LB, are you having a little trouble getting comfortable there today?
I'm
You
having a
have the
struggle
hemorrhoids?
today.
Yeah, you're
I have
kind of
the-
all over the
My
place.
butthole's all fired up.
Like, what is going on there? You're jumping
There,
up and
isn't
down.
that better?
Well, you 1 minute you're 6'4", 6'5", like and then the next
I know
minute
that
you're
it
like,
was small. I'm just
yeah,
like, what the
I'm waiting for you to just disappear out of the bottom of the screen.
I'm having a little struggle today. Okay, I'm not in my normal place. Everybody just fuck the fuck off.
Like, you're blaming the dogs. You're
He's all fired up about Escondido. What am I gonna do?
Guys, I gotta go. I might have to leave at 3:00.
You know what? Could you imagine if you and I were going down? This is how it normally works when I'm in LA or we're going to a show. What time do you want to leave? Oh, we should probably leave about 6:30. So 4:45, I'm ready to go. About 7:15, we mosey out the door. Drive about 95 miles an hour to get to the set. Hey, everybody, how you doing?
You
So
guys got
why-
your way
why-
getting ready. I got my way getting ready.
Yeah, we do.
You-
That's why it works,
you like
right?
that stress?
Yeah.
I hate that
Uh,
stress.
I don't really stress. I don't-
He's an artist. He doesn't stress.
I don't stress.
Artists don't have any idea what a watch is or what time means to people. And that's why I'm so impressed that you make most of the flights you try for, because time is not a big
I did
thing
a
in your
good one
life.
this week. Rochester had to get de-iced, so we were half an hour behind. I only had a half an hour in between, right? So I get off the Rochester flight in Detroit, got the next flight. They've already changed me to another flight because you're gonna miss it. So I was supposed to arrive back home at 10:30 a.m. This one's gonna get me back into town at 5:32 p.m.
Gosh.
So I hoof it. Yeah, I hoof it. I'm the guy running in the airport. La 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 la. But I made it.
Did
I
you make
made
it?
that flight. Yeah, I made it flight. And then I was just
At
all
least they
proud
were
of
nice
myself.
enough to get ahead of it and pre-book you.
Yes, they were
Appreciate it.
very nice. I wasn't mad about it. I was very happy about it. Coming
You
from
know-
Buffalo. Coming from Buffalo. No, we did Buffalo, then Rochester, and then we flew home. But Buffalo, we had kids hockey teams staying in our hotel.
That would have been fun. Did you play some mini sticks?
We didn't get to play mini sticks, but me and John would go for late night food and up in this area. On the last night, Saturday night, the parents were just fucking hammered up there. There's just parents scattered. There was beer cans everywhere. One guy was just like yelling and screaming. It was great.
They had
I
the
loved
coach
it.
by the neck up against the wall. You got to play my kid
Yeah.
more.
Basically, it was
You
fantastic.
got to run the cycle. We got to cycle the puck more.
And then John looks at their pizza and goes, "Who the fuck eats ham and pineapple?"
The
That's
team came down
great.
from Canada.
Yeah, that's
Gotta
the
love
Canadian
ham and
team.
pineapple. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Hey,
And
so
it was one of those days where I was annoyed because I stayed at the Hampton Inn, but the Westin was right next door. I'm just like, you
Oh.
motherfuckers, you
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
That's mean, isn't it?
It's so mean. I'm like, oh, look at that goodness over there.
you wanted your
Doesn't
Hilton
matter, you're
point
in your
so
room.
bad.
Yeah, I gotta get to gold by December 31st.
Okay, you ran through the airport, made your flight, got home. What did you do with that time that you earned by getting home?
Well, I had a Monday night show. I don't usually do Monday night shows. I was in
Oh.
Torrance, so I just had time to do some things during the day. I actually didn't do much the rest of the
No.
day, but then went off to the show. So
So
Yeah.
you probably did the same amount. You were as productive at home as you would have been sitting in the airport, but you just
I'm-
been stewing.
I may have gotten a couple more things done in the airport, but at least I was able to sleep right away as soon as I got on the plane, right? So
They didn't give your seat
It
away.
would have been more productive delayed.
yeah, I would have gotten more.
That's
Yeah, it's amazing how much shit you can get done in the airport, right?
It's unbelievable.
Yeah,
But you know what? As a commuter, or like, and that's what, or someone who's on the road all the time,
Is that
An
how you pilots
hour.
judge us? Do you call us commuters? Is that
We're
like
commuters.
is that
You're a
slag
commuter.
for look at these commuters. Gross.
He's
I'm
judging
a
right
commuter.
now.
I'm a commuter. Yeah.
Don't
All
try
right,
and
nice
save it.
try.
Don't try and save it. You
Yeah,
will.
don't try to be
No,
one
no,
of
no,
us.
no.
Don't
No,
try to be
hang
one of
on.
us.
I'm a commuter. That's a 4-letter word in the
Nope.
airline industry for the people who
You're
live in
commuting
base.
us.
I'm a commuter. I commute to work just like Ian does. And an hour or half an hour, an hour and a half, whatever it is, being able to get home that much sooner is everything. Even though you could have done more because you're on the road so much. So people that
Yeah.
are traveling are like, yeah, I'm with him. Yeah, we're all commuters, right? In life, we're all commuters because we're just going from one place to the next. But in this scenario, we're just trying to get home.
You're not part of our little group. We are commuters. Your job is to get us home on time. All right.
And then I
like
got to
that.
get home. So here's the other thing.
Well, that's fine. You're on your
You
own.
want, hey, but you know what? The way I do it and the way Lord Bagg does it, it's no different. He's trying to, when he's done his work, he's trying to find the first flight home that he can. It just so happens that he has to overnight because he finishes later at night. But it's no different than anyone else that works on the road. They're trying to figure out how
if you work on the road, it'd be better to live on the East Coast because you can get later flights. Going west to east, you can get later flights. If you're going east to west, probably around 6, 7 o'clock is the latest flight you can get.
You can get a red
we
eye,
get the extra we get the extra night in no matter what, almost always.
Yeah.
So
Okay, now I get it.
But you got to do a red eye most likely to get home, right?
No, to get out, I do a red eye.
Yeah. So, but if you're say a comedian that lives in New York area or one of
those, yeah.
Then they can be done in LA and jump on a late flight or San Francisco or pretty much any West Coast city, and you can get back home that night.
Which is to me is kind of cool because you're not wasting that whole day traveling. Like you're sleeping on the plane, you're getting things done that day. So congratulations to the East Coast guys.
But the other thing that you gain coming west is you gain time, whereas you lose it going east.
Yeah,
true.
So, and you got to do a red eye. So
I'm so happy.
Here we are back on travel.
What's your December like? What's your December for travel? What do you got?
Pretty much wide open.
I've got St. Louis next week and then Richmond 2 weeks afterwards, and that's it. Oh, Vegas for one night.
That's it.
And that's it. And I
would think that you would be super busy in December.
No, I'm happy I'm not, so I don't have to do Christmas parties. Christmas parties are shit. Corporate Christmas parties are shit. You know, the one you see,
people are all hammered.
Yeah. Hey, and by the way, I had some people come out to a show 2 weeks ago when I was in Boston, and they're like, "Hey, we were at the Vegas that Vegas show. Said we'd come out and see." A big group of them came out. It was really cool.
Oh, from the corporate gig?
Yeah.
No way.
So it sold me tickets. So that was cool.
After you just took it down hard.
That was the best I've ever seen him. Not even close. He didn't tell a single joke the entire night and owned the place.
They were fun. They were good. It was a good night. Corporate gigs, I would say 90% of the time are pretty bad. But it's like that comedian that did the one at the Republican convention. It's usually like that. You usually say something stupid and just try and dig your way out the whole time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He definitely. I've sworn myself off politics.
Good for you. We are Switzerland.
We are Switzerland, but here's the other side of it. There's the other side that says there's no such thing as bad press. So if they're talking about you or not talking about you before, but they're talking about you after, is it bad? You know, that's kind of
when a whole country wants to put you in the ground. I don't know if that's good press.
I'm not sure I buy into the no bad press thing.
Yeah.
Okay, back to Switzerland. Such a nice nation.
This on the subject of Switzerland. So Canada, for the four nations face-off, has what you call a decision on goaltending. We don't have a obvious number one. I think it's going to be Jordan Binnington and Aiden Hill as the two goaltenders for that tournament in February with the United States, Finland, and Sweden.
Really?
There was an article coming up. It's best on best, McDavid, everybody, but we don't have that Grant Fuhr, that Patrick Waugh,
usually
that
have.
Brodeur, that we usually have. Carey Price. An article came out, I believe it was in the Hockey News, and it dug into Joey Decord. Have you guys seen this?
No.
So Joey Decord's the goaltender for Seattle. Has been really good. His dad, longtime goalie coach, Boston Bruins, and a few different other organizations, Brian. But Joey was, his dad is Canadian. His mom is from Switzerland, and he was born in the States. But
Wow,
he's
triple
never
threat.
played. He's never played international hockey for anybody. He's a late bloomer. So he never played World Juniors, never played World. He hasn't played World Championships, hasn't done anything. He is basically, and Hockey Canada is looking into it, an international free agent. He could play for the States. He could play for Switzerland. Switzerland approached him a while ago, and he said, no, he's hoping that he can play for Canada and the United States. Would you, if you're Canada, sign him as your third goaltender or part of your goaltending for the Four Nations Cup, with the possibility that he gets really hot, you got him for the Olympics the next year, and take a chance because he may just be the third goaltender? Or if you're the United States, do you bypass some of your like really good established guys to keep Joey away from Canada?
Ooh.
Well,
Ooh.
here's the thing with Decord, which is, it's a great position to be in because he's wanted. So I would go where I was wanted, and I would also look and see like what's the depth chart. Okay, so Swiss, it's not going to work there. So let's talk with the U.S. team. Hellebuck, we got Ottinger, we've got Swayman, and Demko. If Demko's probably going to miss out on this one because he's injured, but so that's your probably who you're looking at for your four goalies for this go around, Four Nations Cup and Olympics. Now you've got Aiden Hill, Bennington,
Logan Thompson must be in there.
Stuart Skinner. There's
Skinner,
Cam Talbot's playing great.
Thompson's making a run for it. So if you're Decord, you're looking at going like you're talking about if you rated the goalies in the league and they're all NHL goalies. Hill and Bennington have Stanley Cups and they stood on their head, and that's where probably Team Canada's looking at going with that experience, right? Which is rightfully so. But if you're looking at someone that could kind of come in and maybe be your goal, and Decord's 28. It's not like he's 22 or 23. But if you're looking to build out for the future, if you're Joey Decord, maybe you're like, I don't know where this is all going to go. Like after Four Nations Cup, which I'm sure is going to be a smashing success, the Olympics is going to be a home run. What do they do to keep these, these Four Nations or grow that out a little bit? Cups going. I think it's a great opportunity for Decord to kick the tires on it, and they're looking into it. So if I was him, I'd be like, "Hey, Mom, we need that Canadian passport." If he isn't already carrying one. And I'd be all ears if I was Joey Decord.
This is his one chance. Like this whole group, this is their one chance. The Four Nations and the Olympics, because they'll all be past their prime by the time the next Olympics comes around. So you got to strike while the iron's hot.
Okay, go ahead, LB.
Well, the question. I'm going to go back to you took Decord side, but the question was, does America try to derail Canada's plans, right?
Yeah.
So I'm curious about that, but I'm curious whether they even try because I have such a bag of riches with how many goalies they have, and Canada usually has that bag of riches. Like they're trying to figure out which one they can, where everybody just not really standing out as much as most goalies usually do during something like this. So I don't know if they even care because he is 28, right?
Yeah. If he was 23, he'd be on the team for sure. Like
absolutely.
Canada for sure.
Well, yes. You gotta be careful that you go courting.
It's not that they don't care, but they just age.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
But think of it this way too. If you're courting Decord, and he's entertaining to watch. He plays with a lot of emotion. He's done a great job in Seattle. They've rewarded him with a long-term deal. But are you willing to upset the apple cart and have Hellebuck or Ottinger or Swayman or Demko's? Now, you know, and let's say, I'm just assuming Demko gets back to the way he can play. Any of those guys' noses out of joint, and I'm sure there's one other young U.S. goalie we're not thinking about right now. But I don't think the U.S. I think the U.S. is focused in other areas. It would be my guess. You know, if you're Joey Decord, are you going to take that deal? I don't know.
I don't think you take
You've
that
got
deal,
logic.
but and you also got to like, do you want to? You're not. Chances are you're not going to play him. So are you screwing a guy out of playing international hockey?
Yeah.
Right.
You brought logic into play.
Sorry.
No, not you. You don't bring
sorry.
logic into play.
No.
Shark brought logic into play.
Yeah. Well, we're getting ready. We're getting ready for Friday night. LB was going to be here. We're gonna have we could have had you in the building with me, Millard, and Flats.
No logic to that.
No, that wouldn't have made
that
any
would have been-
sense at all. That's silly.
But that
So-
would have been fun.
Would have
That would
been.
have been
You know
fun.
what? I thought for a second there. I guess I'm working with you now, which is awesome. I thought what I was going to be doing radio. That's right next to the owners are where the visiting team where they sit and watch the game, so I could sit there and give it to Flats, or he could give it to me all night. But he'll probably be sitting beside Chevy and maybe the owner comes in, Chipman. So
Ooh.
Flats will be on his best
Ooh.
behavior.
Ooh, you'll have to wear a tie that night.
No more mock
Would you
turtlenecks.
knock on the window and wave to Flats while you're
I'd
doing the
be,
game?
you know what? I would be.
He did it while he was
commercial breaks,
playing.
I'd be over there. Where we'd meet is where the M&Ms are. Your favorite spot.
Yeah.
Because Flats loves sweets, right? So I know where to find him. He'd be at the M&Ms.
Just throws a guy under the bus.
If you missed a
I
good
love him
line
too.
from Lord
yeah,
Bagg,
I know where Flats would be. If there was crunchy bars there, that Flats wouldn't even watch the game. That crunchy bars used to be his favorite. So
You're going
Lord
on
Bagg
your
said
own.
you used to wave at him when you played against him.
what? Who Flats and I?
Yeah.
Well, we played with each other
Hi, Flats.
and then played
Hi,
against
Flats.
each other.
Here goes logic again.
Yeah. Actually, I never really enjoyed playing against Flats.
Well, because you can score on him.
No, I did score on him, but he hated me for that. But he did.
Really?
Yeah,
Did
I
you
scored
sell
on. No, I
Didn't talk to
I
him for
didn't
2
do
years.
anything. Just a wrister 5-hole. But
When? What? Paint the picture.
we were in the International Hockey League together. We played with each other multiple times in our career, and then against each other. And then he was shortly after that, he got called up, and that's when he started his run with San Jose and the Islanders, and did his thing, which was awesome. So I was with the Thunder, Las Vegas Thunder, and he was with the Kansas City Blades. And then shortly after that, he got called up to San Jose. So was in Kansas City in the Kemper Arena. And but I never really liked playing against Flats. We'd chirp each other a little bit on the ice, like nothing crazy. Like I never had the chirp game going. And
No,
you
you're not a
know,
chirper.
that wasn't really like you two would have been great chirpers. I was not a good chirper.
I was very polite.
Yeah. Mallard still chirps, even in the men's league, right? Well, and he
Oh, yeah.
he chirps the heck out of the kids when we're on the ice with them too.
I
chirp
know.
everybody.
I know you're bent out of shape about me bringing this up, and you're like, I want to keep my job, but I really think we should put a camera on you and listen to you take shots.
Who?
Would be great.
Millard?
And there.
Yeah, I have a camera we could put on, like you could wear. I'll probably get
I
broken.
thought your cameras
No,
got
just-
broke. One of the last shows I was at, people ran them over.
Yeah, one. We bought new ones.
You bought new ones.
We're
yeah,
insured.
hey,
We're-
where'd
we're-
that
we're
happen?
insured. In Vegas.
Was that
at
in
the,
Vegas? That was in
yeah,
Vegas, but you were too busy plugging in oxygen tanks for that one to notice where the cameras were.
That's my people.
Oh, I love it.
Those are your people.
Hey,
Do you
your
change your show?
demographic is huge.
My demographic is dying.
Do you do a 6:30 and a 9:30? Do you change your
Yes.
show?
No, I go.
You
Yeah.
just said both things. Yes. No.
No. Yes. No. 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 Yeah. No. No. I just do what I do. I don't tone it down.
Because
at
your
all.
show's pretty
Is that what you're
loose.
asking?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't tone it down. No.
Oh, no. But I'm asking you if you change the content. Like you've got a
Oh yeah.
sort
Everything's
of
loose. So yeah.
roadmap.
He doesn't do anything. He doesn't do any research, because then when he goes on stage, he can ask questions and learn about people. Right?
No wonder
here's another
Flats was
question
so
for
mad
you.
at you for scoring on him. You just took me down there. You're just a mean person, Jeff.
I watched you come out and take in the MC or the opening act, John, and you're looking around the room. Are you scouting people at that point?
No. I'm just seeing
I would
how they're responding. That's all. Are they
So
responding?
you're watching the room, not people.
Yeah, just like, are they responding? Okay, don't walk back. Because when we were in Phoenix one night, and I walked in the room and it was quiet. I was like, oh, that's interesting. I wonder what's going on with John. And when I went up, it was basically the same thing. I'm like, oh, it was the crowd.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, oh, but they were really nice. They're just super quiet. Like,
He's not looking for anything. He's coming out of the green room after watching the NHL Network for half an hour, 45 minutes. I can't believe Crosby scored that goal.
It's I watch. So I just almost all these green rooms, you got the TVs that have the internet hooked up to them. So I can watch what I want. Just take the ESPN app. I watch you guys on TV all the time. It makes me happy. You guys are.
Why don't you send us a note while you're watching us?
I don't want to bug you, but I will. I've sent you guys pictures afterwards a lot of times. So you guys have been on more green rooms than most people. And I'm the only one that turns on the hockey station, so you can tell when I'm been in town. Everybody's all like, Bagg watches hockey. So I don't know if that story went anywhere.
Look at Sharples just soaking it in.
I know, he's just like looking at me like, you're dumb.
So when you scored on your buddy Flats 5-0, did you look back at him after the huddle?
Just Nothing. Guys came over. No, I didn't. Because
40507 Davis. Did you yell out your address?
Because he would have been looking at you like
Walsh. That's
he would have
4834 Walsh.
Out of the corner of his eye, he would have been watching to see if you were going to look at him.
Oh, he was mad. No, he was mad. I remember he got the puck and fired it out. And you know what? It was just, hey, sometimes it stuff happens. So I was the reason I thought about that is
we're up here in section 237.
Oh, hey. Who is that? Wow. I thought it was an angel and I was right. What's up, Jen?
Nice one. Not much, you?
Oh, not much.
Oh my God,
This is
so good.
It's all happening here today. We didn't realize we were having a guest on, but I can't think of a better one.
Well, I can bring the cat in. That would be better.
I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm gonna ask you a quick question. When you did in-house in Toronto,
did
you have lots of leash, or were you guys pulled in tight with what you could do
when you were in arena host in Toronto?
Oh, pretty tight leash. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was told not to wear my glasses.
Not to what?
Not to wear my glasses.
Why is that?
I guess they were not flattering. I'm not sure.
They didn't want you seeing the crowd.
Himself.
By Ken Dryden.
No way.
What?
Yeah, he's like, and he's like, and I don't like that striped sweater. I'm like, okay, great.
Wow.
Worked on it all day.
Yeah. Knitted it myself.
Did you say to him, you were the laziest goalie I ever seen lying on your stick?
Like, why are your hands the size of bear claws? No, didn't come up.
That's so funny. Oh my God.
Awesome.
Anyway, sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to say hi.
Well,
That's
happy
fantastic.
Thanksgiving, Jen.
Thanks, you too.
Yeah, we'll see you. We'll see you maybe. Are you coming down Friday? You staying home?
What's Friday?
We have a game.
What's Friday?
The end of the work
You
week.
had a hockey game?
We have a hockey game Friday. Friday's
No,
Saturday.
A hockey game? No, we got a big soccer game.
No.
We're just,
Is that volleyball thing?
We're coming over for dinner Friday.
She's
That
awesome.
was awesome.
What's Friday? You
What's
know
Friday?
what I do.
Yeah.
I'm working on Friday,
Yeah.
like a hockey game.
That's all. I could.
She's a teacher, so it's very structured. It's Monday to Friday.
Yeah, it's Friday.
Oh, that's right.
What?
So
What? We're just all over the place.
She's got to be the happiest person in Nevada, or no school. There's no
school.
school Friday, right? So she's
No school
she's-
today, tomorrow, or Friday.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Jen Millard.
I forgot about
Jen Millard.
that
Sarah-
whole getting told not to wear glasses thing. I forgot about that.
Well, we'll
But
have
Ken
to dig
Dryden.
into that a little bit more. Actually, we'll have to question her a little bit more on that. Because
You
I
know how
could,
you can see what you're doing? We don't like that here in Toronto.
I know
I
when
don't
you're
know if
walking
you've
on
seen
ice,
the
but
way
you wear
this-
higher heels.
Yeah.
yeah, we're not interested
you're-
in you being able to do your job well or entertaining everyone. This is how we want cookie cutter.
I know you're running up and down stairs, but high heels would be best.
High heels and no glasses, please.
No glasses. Everything will be fine. Jen, do you mind getting off the ice? She tumbles down the stairs and off the
Oh,
ice.
that is so funny. Oh, Ken Dryden. I met him a couple of times when he was her boss. It was interesting. I like Ken, like I admire Ken, but we didn't really.
He's got a touch of the tism.
It wasn't no, I don't think so.
Oh,
The-
yes. I remember
the,
looking at all. I remember looking at everything when I was a kid. I love Ken Dryden, but I was just like, and even at like 8 years old, I was just like, he's off. This guy's off.
No,
Hey,
he's just
but
intelligent. He's
He
super
was
intelligent.
one of the first
He's
college
off.
educated players.
Yeah.
Is he a lawyer?
off.
He was a lawyer,
Oh
right?
yeah,
He's
He
off.
quit- he
Look, you
quit
guys
the
are just
game.
backing me up on everything.
He quit
Well,
the
here's
game,
the
went
thing.
and got his law degree, and came back.
Yeah, Mallard
Mhm.
is backing him up because he's a goalie.
Because it's
but
over
he
his
is
left shoulder.
iconic. I'm not sure I really enjoyed his interactions with Jen there, but he's iconic, and so he's
know what you
probably
should
just
do?
thinking we got to run it a certain way here in Toronto because he made his name in Montreal. So he's a senator, isn't he, in Canada?
You know what you got to do is you got to
Used
put
to be.
glasses on that mask and take a picture of it and send it to Jen.
Oh, that would be good. I'm doing that after we're done here. I'm doing it because I won't be able to do it and do the podcast at the same time because I won't be able to see.
That's right. Well, that's how we like it. Millard, if you could put on high heels and take off your glasses while we're doing this.
Oh,
That was
Mallard, you should put that mask with the glasses on your pillow tonight.
Oh, well, I sleep with the
Some
dogs.
sort of weird
She's at the other
warm-up.
end of the house.
That didn't go where I thought where I thought it might go. But
Hey, let's play
so,
a game.
okay, so let's
Hmm.
talk about what we're gonna do on Thanksgiving Eve.
Let's pretend I'm your boss.
This is wrong, but it's still right.
Oh my goodness.
Have the blocker and the stick there.
You should just put it
Just
on
that
and
you
be
brought-
standing in the room waiting
At the end
for
of just standing at the end of the bed. Just standing at the bed like that.
Oh.
Just waiting for the action to come to my end.
Well, that would be. I'm similar to. I know that feeling. Come on down to my end of the house.
Okay, we gotta I gotta
Sorry.
get going.
You
'cause I got
started
big-
this.
I
Yeah,
know,
he
but I got
started
big
it.
things to do today. Okay, so Lord Bagg, you're getting stuck in traffic for about 3 hours this
Guys, I'll be
afternoon.
driving.
Okay, Mallard, talk to us about what you're gonna do before the big game tonight that you're not doing, getting ready for Friday.
Are you
Vegas
going to your
is in
bar?
Colorado.
And
Are you going
I'm
to go
going
to
to do
your
radio,
bar?
and then I'm going to do the pregame show, and then I'm going to come home and watch the game.
Oh, you're doing radio. Are you doing holy yeah, you're busy. Are you on 4 to 6 today?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
Maybe
such a busy man.
he is
I
a
don't-
busy man.
No wonder you have your own bar just south of Vancouver.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that's cool.
We gotta set this picture up. So
Send it.
Meg and Tyler
Send it.
were up in the big city of Bellingham, or that's where they are now. And they said, hey, we went to this place called Millard's. And I said, not Millard's, Mallard's. And I said, you got to send me this picture.
Millard.
And so when I sent it to Mallard yesterday or the day before, it made his day. And he actually Googled the restaurant. So
I
we
did.
maybe
I
maybe
looked-
we'll
I
make
looked
a
for
special trip
merchandise.
up there.
I looked to see if they sold merchandise, but they don't.
I told you. What did I tell you? Merchandise sells.
I know.
That's
they're
why
so
we
far
don't sell
behind.
any.
Yeah.
That's why we just have we have some stickers we give out.
Every once in a while,
stickers.
we'll give a sticker.
I
All
right.
I've got to show you my sketching from today. This is what you need for your.
Oh,
for
please let it be Ken
your-
Dryden.
Is it
Please
Ken
let it be Ken
Dryden? Yeah.
please.
Oh my gosh. Oh wow.
I love
Guess
it.
You should be a
Guess who that
composite
is?
artist.
Where are your glasses?
No, I can see that I'm being arrested later on today. Did he look like this, ma'am?
You had your glasses on earlier, so I started it with your glasses.
I love it.
That's top shelf.
Thank you, buddy. Can you save that for me? Because I'd like to put it up on my wall. I have goalie drawings on my wall.
Oh, you know what?
He's gotta put it
You
on
should
his
do?
mask.
No, put it on your pillow.
Put it on my pillow.
You
Let
should
my
put
la-
it on
let
your
my
pillow.
lady know what she's gonna get later on.
Hey, you should also take out all the striped sweaters and shirts that Jen has and put them on the bed and go, these are gonna have to go.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We're
We got to
done.
talk about this.
You should just show her pictures of referees and go, you like that? Look at that striped sweater. I tell you who does. That's probably what it was. He just reminded her, you look like a referee.
Maybe.
Get out of here.
Maybe. I gotta find out what kind of striped sweater that was.
Yeah,
Well,
which
I
way?
gotta,
which
I
way
gotta
we-
get
guys.
rolling. Thanks
Happy
for
Thanksgiving.
coming on, boys. Yeah, happy
Do we
Thanksgiving.
do a shout out?
I'm gonna do a couple. But Millard, do you want to start us off, or do you have one, or
No,
do you want to?
You go 1st.
I'll start it off.
Okay.
Okay. I watched Jumbo Joe's retirement party, and a couple years ago, I did when he was still in San Jose. I did their team party at the beginning of the season, and we had a great time. And then afterwards, I teased him during the show that his beard reminded me of the Taliban, and they should just put him in front of the net and blow him up because he's hurt all the time, right? And he later on shaved off the beard. He shaved off the beard at the party all the way down to, like, I don't know, it was like that long. And honest to God, within a month, it was back to normal. And it's the most impressive thing I've ever seen in my life. His growing of facial hair. I don't know what minoxidil he's using, but it was so impressive. So congratulations to him. It sounds like just everybody loved him, and he was a good guy to his people. And I think he seemed like the kind of guy that was just, happy that he got to play hockey. And I would hope people that get things like we have gotten are just happy that they got to do them. So big shout out to a guy that had a good time. Jumbo Joe blowing up Taliban in front of the net. Yeah, you can't follow that. Can you?
sharp.
No, I you know what? Since it's U.S. Thanksgiving, I'm gonna Del Griffith you right now. Planes, trains, and automobiles. I'm gonna bring on the story that you just told and try and one up it a little bit. So Jumbo Joe, we're at the
Jesus Christ.
We're at the Oakland airport. Years ago, we're going to up to Napa, and we came in on Southwest or someone. I guess it was
My God,
Southwest.
how much name dropping are you going to do?
I got to get into Jumbo. Our friends are coming in on JSX, so they're coming in the other side of the terminal. So we come wheeling up, and I look at this guy, and he's massive, and he's got the beard, and it's Joe Thornton. I'm like, "Hey, Jumbo, how you doing?" He goes, "Good." He sticks his hand out. "How are you doing?" I said, "Pleased to meet you." Jeff Sharp was good. "Hey, Jeff, how are you doing?" He said, "Good." I said, "What are you up to?" He goes, "I'm coming over for the UFC fight." I said, "You gonna keep playing?" He goes, "I sure like to." So anyways, just a little, not a funny story, but a little Joe story, engaging guy. Like, here I am. He has no idea who I am from anywhere. Stuck his hand out, shook my hand, was real friendly, good guy. But I am going to go another direction here. I was in Savannah, Georgia last week visiting our youngest daughter. Never been out there before. The people of the South are fantastic. Southern hospitality treated us like gold out there. And I want to thank them. And also, you know what? I'm going to do an Ian Bagg here. I'm going to thank everyone, wish them happy Thanksgiving, and thankful that we have great family and great people tune in to keep an eye on us once a week or once every 2 weeks whenever we do this. So that's my shout out.
Nice.
That's awesome. That's well done. And good segue off of Ian.
Just one up me too, by the way.
Just
By the way, whenever somebody shakes my hand and gives me their name, I always do the Homer Simpson, Ian Bagg, smiling politely. Homer Simpson said that when he met Bagg. So there's an episode where, and I'm sorry, I'm going up again, but Homer Simpson's on Lollapalooza, for some unknown reason. And he meets Billy Corgan from Smashing Pumpkins, and Billy Corgan goes, Billy Corgan, Smashing Pumpkins. And he goes, Homer Simpson, smiling politely.
That's pretty good. I like that.
It's really good, isn't it? Like, oh my God. And the other,
I'll send a
can I
shout
do
out
one
to.
more?
Yes.
Okay, so
Your podcast.
another movie that's fantastic. It's Top Secret with Val Kilmer. And there is a part in the movie where he meets a girl named Hillary and goes, and they're in Germany. He goes, what does that mean? She goes, one whose bosoms defy gravity, right? She goes, that's so I can't meet a girl that named Hillary without saying, oh, one whose bosoms defy gravity. And it happened the other night, and she just looked at me like it was the biggest asshole ever.
You called the girl out that was named Hillary?
Yeah, I said, she's going, hello, I'm Hillary. And I go, oh, one whose bosoms defy gravity.
And she wouldn't know anything about that.
Too young, way too young. She had she just thought I was talking about her boobs. I said, you shouldn't wear glasses.
Hey, you've been placed on a list somewhere. I just want to thank all the people in the United States because we're Canadian, and it's not an issue. It's not a conversation topic at all, except for around Thanksgiving, when the Americans in our office always look to the Canadians and go, do you celebrate Thanksgiving? Do you celebrate our Thanksgiving? And I say, yes, I take every day that you guys get off and I multiply it by 2. Thank you.
And I take 2 extra games off.
Exactly. Hey, Sharples, I'm looking forward to you on Friday night.
Yeah, tune in. Should be a lot of fun. This is the game we had circled on the calendar
This is going to be a game.
Well, I always circle the Winnipeg games on because Flats comes in, but I love the Jets. I love to see them do well. Obviously, the Knights, we don't need to talk about that anymore. Ian will start crying. But it's a lot of fun. And their schedule, Colorado tonight, Winnipeg, Utah, Edmonton. I think they go to Anaheim, and then they got Dallas. So it's kind of a little bit of a real test. After a long month on the road for the Golden Knights, they're going to need to be ready for Winnipeg on Friday. That's for sure. So
yeah, and they're beat up. So hopefully get some players back.
Yeah, that would be nice. But looking forward to watching the mighty Jet come to town.
You guys want to do shout outs again?
We got to one up our. It's Christmas, planes, trains, and automobiles. You got to one up each other. Or sorry, Thanksgiving. Hey, one thing you got to tell the people in the office, Millard, when they ask if Canadians celebrate Thanksgiving, you got to tell them it's only the biggest day of the year in Canada.
It's
October
the greatest
10th
holiday
or 11th.
of Canadian history.
Mm-hmm. I heard somebody say the other day, American Thanksgiving in Canada, or as we like to call it, Thursday.
Yes.
But come home. I remember coming home going, why is there football on? I don't know why, but it's awesome.
Yeah, it's great. I love
Yeah.
it.
Oh, it's the best. We're like, yeah, I just got home from school, but there's football. This is the best. So
It's funny because with social media, you put out Happy Thanksgiving, and I'm followed around the world, and so half of them are like, "Don't give a shit," right? the same thing. It's winter time. It's Australia. We're putting on sunscreen. You have to think about everybody else.
Yeah.
You have to double up on everybody. So
that's why we're Switzerland.
That's a good point.
Yep.
We can play in the Four Nations.
That's why we are. We love everybody. Come on.
We're Switzerland. Loved all.
Loved all.